Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here, of course, for
A new show.
Tanya.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
It won the poll.
It did.
Yojo Senki or the Saga of Tanya the Evil.
Yes.
Oh, I wonder who the antagonist is. But wait, isn't she the main character?
I believe so.
So it's a pro-antagonist.
Yeah. Yes.
The anti-hero.
She's literally the protagonist of her own story.
Well done. With this anime, I'm really excited because one, we've both never seen it, but we've also heard like minor little like praises of it here and there.
Right.
It's just like, ooh, that's that fun little short show that
Yes.
just has this really interesting main character, and I'm
Right.
like, oh, okay, all right,
Yeah.
that sounds fun.
It does indeed, and it seems like it is definitely going to be a bit of a tonal shift from the shows that we've been watching.
Yes, but this is following, Made in Abyss, so
That's true. That's true.
If
So-
anything, everything is a tonal shift after Made in Abyss.
well,
Like,
yeah.
Made in Abyss
Yeah.
was a truly unique show. Like it deserves Anime of the Year 2017. Other than
it was-
maybe
it was
MHA
something.
season 2 being a close contender. But
Yeah.
oh my gosh. So Saga of Tanya the Evil.
Yeah.
Nothing really to know what to expect from it, but
So
let's
let's
just
do it.
get into it. Yeah. It might be closer to World War One. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Don't you know charging in trench warfare is stupid? Yeah. They got the order.
Yeah.
Good grief.
Yeah, they're totally dead.
Grief. Oh, crap. Mages? Mages? Oh.
All right. Okay.
Dang. Okay.
Sweet. Yes. Why not? All right.
I like this.
戦線交代は許容できない。
Main character.
地対戦闘に努めようと。
Anya. Ooh. Nice.
That was cool.
So they have like limited magical.
Right.
Ooh.
主の恵みを信じよ。
Oh my
主は
gosh.
我々を
Oh
見
my
捨て
gosh.
Okay. I think this is time. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh, the thought. Oh my gosh.
与えたまえ。
Oh. Dang.
All right. Okay.
Oh boy. Okay.
爆炎。
Sure.
Yes, it's an explosion.
我々は軍人だ。上がやれというのであれば完遂するのみ。
It's very
Okay.
disconcerting hearing this from
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
the lolly girl.
Uh huh.
ターニャ・デグレチャフ少尉。
Oh, getting
戦火
exposition.
の絶えない呪われた世界。
Yep,
その国は帝国と呼ば
the
れている。
Empire.
と豪
No,
語するに足る
it's cleverly
絶
situated
大
where
な国力を
Germany
感じる。
is in Europe.
But it's just the
多数の
Empire.
魔導士と春英の参謀将校を要す
Okay,
る
so
彼
mages
ら
are a common thing.
し
Okay.
かし
All right.
四方の列強すべてが
Command isn't.
Isn't very competent. Yeah.
そう判断した上官らを翻意させられなかった我々のミスだ。報告によれば投入部隊はすでに
This is going to be the story of how Tanya rises up in the ranks.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that.
地獄らしい。
Cool.
That's really effective. In case they have some kind of warding spells.
Right.
砲兵隊を叩く。来い。払う
So are they the only ones with mages?
両語長直ちに戻れ
I think they have like the most
我々の任務
mages.
は側面攻撃による地対戦闘だ、戻れこれは命令だ
Or that mages just aren't able to be everywhere at once, so
Right.
they're specifically going to places where there aren't any.
砲兵隊を潰してやる。
This is not going to go well for them.
Yeah. Those eyes are
She is not
intense.
happy.
我々が本
The
国。
art's nice.
強制送還だけで済むのだありがたいと思う我が軍に命令違反をする
Wow.
候補生は必要な
She's so short.
Yep.
納得できません。
Oh.
もとより勝つか死ぬかの選択
Ugh.
肢が
That.
私もクルスト5長の意見に
She's like,
Yeah, that
帝国人の本分であります。
might not be the best thing to say.
彼らは 再び上官の命令に逆らうというのだな。機関らの意志は尊重しよ
Okay.
う。だがある程度の処罰は覚悟しておけ。
So is she like the one person that can calm her down?
I think she just knew that they were about to die.
Oh,
so
yeah,
she's
yeah.
like, ah!
I mean, that was a very poor choice of words for them.
二人とも本日付で後方に
I recognize his voice.
方法ですか？
ああ今頃は統治下の中で待機している頃だろう。
So she's giving them something really boring since they wanted to be all heroic. That's got to be tough for them actually because, like, they could still just get shot.
Well, yeah, but they're so small. They're
Oh.
practically invisible in the sky.
Sure.
友軍の第403魔導中隊が敵魔導2個中隊と不意遭遇戦に突入。
Oh.
砲兵で敵の
Gotcha.
戦うにも観測手の魔導士が狙われ弾着観測が
Oh,
で
they
きな
have
い。
observer mages on the ground too.
敵の観測所狩りですか？
そういえばデグレチ
Spot
ャ
magic
フ少尉は
users.
以前北方で経験済みだったな。
Nice, like
Hi.
sniper teams and anti-sniper teams.
Right.
我々は直ちに進発し、
地帯ならともかく救援は難しい。
She's
そ
cold.
の救
Yeah,
助を
She's like, why rescue them when we can just.
召喚はともかくセレブリャコーフ5長は
Oh,
限
she
界
does
で
care
す。
about her subordinates.
救援に出たあげ
Okay.
部下と救助対象を死なせるような無能にはなりたくありません。
Gotcha. So this is something where they're getting pushed super far because they really don't have
機
many.
関には無理だ。
私だって帝国軍人です
I think he's biased. He kind of likes
了
her.
解しました。最善を尽くすところといたします。
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh, he's
not so nice.
he's dead.
Wow.
Dang.
さっさと残りの観測手を探し出せ。
I like that they're showing a difference in visuals to
Right.
show that they, you know, the different countries do this
だったら
differently.
怪しい区画ごと吹き飛ばしてしまう。最大火力だ。
Oh.
なんたることだ。
引き返しま
So
した
now they're
い
going
や
blind.
間に合わなかったのはいかんだが、すでに敵の照射圏。私が先方で参考状態を
Herself? All right.
残りは君たちのものだ。まったく、サラリーマンも辛いものだな。我、神に祈らん。主よ、祖国を
Why does
救
she
うため
pray? Like,
Yeah. It's for cool
Oh.
factor to show that, you know, she's a badass, right?
yeah, I guess.
敵同円とおぼしき魔導反応が距離
Prepare to get curb stomped
Whoa, 200 meters a
by a
second?
magical lolly Nazi.
迎撃を
German.
Oh, that's right. That's
I
right.
love the crazy eyes they give her.
Yeah. I love that the explosions are different colors than the bullets themselves.
Jeez.
3回
Oh.
Oh!
Okay.
He's dead! Look at how excited
Yeah, yeah.
she is. Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right.
Alright, I'm liking this. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
hype. What?
All right.
He's moving a lot faster than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, shooting such a small target.
Right. Especially when it's moving so fast.
Good grief.
And the fact that they're actually sitting on things probably makes it worse because,
The recoil.
well, the recoil, they're a larger target, and since it's on her foot, she probably has much more mobility.
Yeah.
Oh, so her take is much better than theirs. Or
So what is she doing?
magic.
バカな。高度1万を超えているぞ。
Would there even be breathable air up there?
I think she's
Yes.
recovering. That's
Sure,
smart. She can now
reloading and-
she can now come at them from above like a
触
Right.
れる
Maybe like from with the sun behind her or
帝
something.
国の領域を
she's
侵犯している。
broadcasting.
オープン
She's giving them a chance to surrender.
や
yes.
はりまだこ
何時らが祖国に不敬をなさば容赦なく排除する。それが我らの使命。
なんて愛国心の強いお方
Nice.
No way.
交渉の余地もなし。
Okay.
ふざけやがって
That's why she went up in the clouds. Okay, now she's just showing
Now
off.
she's yeah.
like,
What?
all right, okay, yes.
Okay.
召喚座標把握。各目標の乱数回引き動算出。
This looks like she's...
シャンボへの魔
Wait,
力
so
銃
she's
と
doing some kind of like homing, like...
遊具にする
Okay.
I am on board. I am on board.
Yes.
Whatever comes
Yes.
next, do it. Do it.
主よ信心なき輩に
Jeez.
She's like some
This is
demon
terrifying.
cleric, like...
Yeah. Rainbow magic, super OP.
Yeah, yeah.
It's always effective. Rest in peace. Is the bullet gonna curve?
No,
It's just gonna kill
Yeah,
them all.
yeah.
One shot, one kill. Oh my gosh.
okay. Wow.
必要などなかったな。
They're dead.
They are way dead.
過酷な戦争の世で、
Okay?
あれほど頼りになる魔導士官もいまい。
Guess not.
She's the best of the best. I got
A lot,
dirty.
lot of
す
CO.
でに勝敗は決した
このような魔導士一
Oh.
人あの106中隊が壊滅させ
So they've got
She's
their own
on the
observers.
radar.
Well, they have their own observers on the
交番
ground,
魔導士
probably.
の出現が確
sure.
認されたのは2かベルゲン中さ何か気になることでも
Yeah, he just read the report.
Yeah.
ただなんだ
はいこの報告書によればライン戦線にはターニャ・
Oh, they
デグレ
know
チャ
about
ク
her.
将軍が配属されていると
大気中の統治下に敵の砲弾が直撃したらしい。
Oh,
Rip.
wow. Okay.
残念だな。
銀翼突撃将の局に
その少尉が
Yeah,
何
she is only 12, but
実は召喚は以前デグレチャフ将尉を見かける機会があり
小隊長殿に
other
報
than
告
the
したい
fact
こ
that
とが
she's 12.
Yeah, or whatever.
実はクルスト伍長とハラルド伍長が
死んだのか
Yeah. What if
All
she
according to
actually...
少なくと
Kaikaku.
も寿
What
命
if she
だろう
actually was the one that killed
動か
him?
ない統治下など
Oh,
公平にとって国
dang.
の的
Oh,
それ
dang.
とも
Alright.
奴ら
小隊長殿はこうなる
Oh,
こと
she
を
did. She
承
did.
知で
あれは幼女の皮をかぶった
All right. I like it. It's See, this is one of those things where it's like this is one of the reasons I love anime because you can have things like this where
Yeah.
someone just gets a whack idea and they're like, "What if we did that?" And they can because it's
Yeah.
anime. They can make it however they want.
Right, what if we did a combo re-rendition of an alternate universe where Germany is involved in a World War 1.5?
Right, and
that-
the Red Baron is a magical lolly Nazi.
Why do you keep emphasizing the Nazi bit? There's nothing
Well, okay,
about
okay.
this that says
all right,
Nazis.
all right, okay.
We don't have any
That's
Hitler
true. That's true.
like character. or
Yeah,
what
this
have
is
you.
World War One.
Yeah.
World War Two.
If anything,
Yeah.
they're very imperialistic, but you know.
Sure, the Empire.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's,
with their reds and black.
they're
colors
poking a little bit
scheme.
of a little bit of a jab at Germany, you know, for being a little bit aggressive and
But they
World
even
Wars.
but they made it here so that it seems like they were the ones that were attacked first.
well, what
I mean,
they're-
that might just be what the troops
well,
believe or whatever.
What they're doing right now is they're dropping us into the middle of a conflict without any context yet, so that
Yes.
we can focus on the character.
Right, which is great because they're starting the story where the story starts,
Right.
which is always good. Like, especially with something this short, if they had tried to like start it with like, okay, you know, what's the story of Tanya or whatever, you know, how did she join the military or whatever, they wouldn't have had time for that.
But the thing what they can do is they can have little jumps back in time.
Sure, yeah.
To show a little bit more context to her character, but for this episode, it's not really as relevant to get that stuff set up immediately.
Right.
Because having a story bogged down by exposition when you're already trying to introduce this
Exactly.
kind of fantastical concept,
Right.
it just doesn't jive
It's kind of a
well.
mood killer. And I'm
Yeah.
guessing that the girl, the other girl, you know, not Tanya,
Right.
is going to be the means by which they'll do that because she'll be the one that will be trying to talk to Tanya and, you know, maybe understand her a bit better because I get the
Maybe.
feeling that she's at least going to stick around in the show.
Yeah, maybe.
So,
Yeah. I think what they're really trying to do is they don't care at all about side characters in this show. This is the show is named after the main
yes,
character.
yes, she's the main
She
character.
she is something. And this is the
Right.
thing I wanted to bring up is that her character has something discordant about her. She is a little girl
Right.
who has magical powers. She's basically the magical girl kind of
Yes,
thing.
she is a magical girl.
Yes, she is extremely OP, she has this very harsh, cold attitude.
Right.
And generally, when you have a main character like that, there's a backstory reason as to how
Yes.
they got that cold.
Exactly.
But this story chose to not give
Not
us
do
any
that.
hints
Right.
about what that is.
Yeah, because this, like, I would almost say that, like, this would be the character that you would expect to be the villain, right? Except
Right.
they certainly made her twisted, but it didn't seem like they were making her, like...
An antagonist. 'Cause
Yeah,
she's the
like,
only
super evil,
really
right?
character.
Right,
now.
she's the main character. Like, there were certain things that she said that seemed off for what her character design, like, communicated to me initially.
Right. She doesn't care
like
for
obeying the brass and, you know, and things like
well,
that.
but also her almost like desire to kill. Like she has
like-
not like a bloodlust or anything like that, but when she calculated that they would die like that and she had that kind of
Yeah.
look, I'm like, wait a minute.
That-
Wait a minute. Like what is there in her character that makes her such a just I love to kill things. In fact, it almost seemed like she wanted them to leave, not because, you know, she was trying to protect them from the other mages, but because she just enjoys, like,
Right.
outmaneuvering
And,
them
you know,
and just killing them
and-
her way.
And they don't have to explain that if they don't want to, because they set it up strongly enough that they, because of how wacky the world is and everything, that could just be the premise that they go with, and then it's just seeing all the crazy things that Tanya does. Like, I would be totally on board for that story.
I think we're going to get both, though. I think
We'll probably
I
get-
think we're going to get explanation.
we'll probably get some at some point, but they don't have to if they don't want to. Like, because,
Yeah, but they're going
because
to.
there's only 12 episodes.
like, Jacob, come on.
Sure, probably.
We've got magic in this universe.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I-
they can
I-
do whatever they want.
I think that's also cool, but I think to give her character motivation, to give her character a goal beyond just ambition or just to protect the fatherland or what
sure,
have
yes.
you, she needs a personal goal
Right.
that is outside of the war bit. Otherwise, she'll
Yes.
actually be a little bit flat as a character.
Right. She's certainly entertaining to watch, but if we want to be on board with her ambitions, it can't just be that she has very strong ambitions.
Right.
That is good.
It is
but,
good.
But to give some deeper reason behind it.
Right. Yeah. I would like to have her character eventually end up with some kind of a better squad than she had currently. And I think that her
Yeah.
taking this girl side character with her, you know, through her ambitions, would be kind of a cool thing. Because then
Yes.
she's fighting on two fronts. She's fighting the
Exactly.
maneuvering of political kind of
Right. And
military
that's-
position.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But then also fighting other mages, other
Right.
armies.
And that's where I think the girl could help her a lot. Because
Yes.
if her own superiors are already like, this person is a monster, right?
Yeah, but why do they know that? Like,
Right, like, I mean, okay, if you saw those actual facial expressions,
Yeah, I
like,
guess that's
on,
true.
on a 12-year-old in a military uniform
Why do you
that
say
has magic-
12-year-old,
Well,
though?
however old she is. Like,
You keep assuming Nazi 12-year-old, like,
I don't know, but okay, if they say that she's like 22 or something, I will be like, okay,
just
All
say
right.
lolly. Like,
yeah, okay,
she's
fine.
intentionally made to look younger. Yes.
Sure,
And
but
small and petite and
Yes.
kind of cute in some ways.
when she's not making
When
those
she's not
facial-
making those terrifying faces, I'll bet you there's a huge fan base
Oh,
for
yes.
her
Oh, yes.
and her creepy faces,
Yep,
though.
I
They're
can
like,
imagine.
oh, yeah, like...
Well, no, I can just imagine all like the memes and like her faces
Oh,
being like
sure.
reaction memes for things.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
if
But I love the magic, though. in
oh yeah,
this.
the magic is really cool.
Magic is visually
Yep.
fun.
Mhm.
There's a lot of potential with them keeping it kind of fast and loose with determining what's possible
what the rules
with
are
magic.
and yeah.
Because this is a short show and they need to tell
Exactly.
a compelling character story first and foremost.
Right.
Which is
and
why
have it
I'm
be a fun romp. Yeah.
yeah, which is why I'm saying there has to be some kind of
Sure.
kind of foundation for her character given.
Sure.
They don't want it in the first episode. I would expect
yeah.
it by episode 3.
Okay.
That's where I would expect it.
Sure. Yeah, that way it goes by the 3-episode rule.
Mm-hmm.
What I think though is that I think this will end up being more of a romp than a character story.
Really.
Yes.
I
mean, yes, it's the saga of Tanya the Evil, so it
It's-
is literally her story, but
yeah.
like I don't know. They have so much sort of like rule of cool stuff going for them
Yes,
right
that's
now.
very
like,
true.
Like they totally do. Like with the magic. like the fact that they had like the runes and the glyphs and the
Yeah.
gears and everything. It was just like, yes, why not? That yes.
There's a
Just makes
couple.
it
There's a couple other
better.
things about her character that seemed a little bit just kind of, oh, that's interesting. Does that have any meaning? Was that she like had this kind of patriotic like
Yeah.
the fatherland? Why? Like, why
Right.
would you invade the fatherland? Like, she really cares about her country, and I
Yeah.
think that might need a little bit of going into. But also, she prays. Like,
Right.
she's like,
yeah.
she gives like an offering of them to God. And she's
Right.
like, these are my sacrifices
Yeah.
I offer up unto you.
Yeah, she seems like a dark, like evil cleric.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah, and I like that because
Oh, yeah.
it's a little bit twisted.
It almost-
but it also reminds me of stuff like in Saving Private Ryan, like the sniper is like,
Oh, yeah, yep,
though
yep,
I walk through the valley
Yeah,
of the shadow of death, and
Yeah.
just making
Or it is my
headshots.
fortress, you know.
Yeah, it's like, ooh, that's creepy, and it's awesome. Like,
Right. And if anything, Tanya, even though her facial expressions don't communicate this, she actually seems like she might be a lawful evil type character. With
sure.
with the way she is loyal to her country and, you know, respects the brass and, you know, and all that stuff. And-
Right, but she also has her own internal, like, because she is an officer.
Exactly.
If you cross her,
She'll set you up
Ooh,
to die.
she'll set you up to die in a pill box.
And if anything, it's the
Ugh.
idea that she was like, okay, I'll just kill them, and then when the person objected, she's like, they probably will react poorly to that, so I'll just go send
do
them
this
off
the
to
clever
die.
way.
Yeah, I'll just go send them off to die somewhere else, you know.
but you could literally see the all according to Keikaku going off when she's like,
yep,
you know. I feel like we each need to do like our best rendition of the, you know, like the creepy smile. Like you do it. What's your best imitation? Like, yeah. There you go, guys. You're welcome.
That's gonna be there.
Yeah,
cycling around
exactly.
forever.
But this story didn't need to communicate more outside the premise and make the main character somewhat compelling.
Exactly.
And I think they accomplished that.
Yes.
But I think the first episode being simple doesn't dictate the way the rest of the story is going to go. You have
Okay.
to usually look
Sure.
at these kinds of things in the context of 2 episodes or 3 episodes.
Right, because they made sure to have the opening be very aggressive, right? They focused on what they wanted to focus on. So that means that doesn't mean war and
This
explosions,
whole thing is going to
magic
be
and
war,
and
basically.
Tanya, right?
Right.
But that means in the future episodes they could be like, okay, now we'll throw in some of that other stuff that's not as important.
Right. And just for the record, guys, we're not even going to try to remember most of the names of those brigadier generals
like-
and stuff like that. Like, we're going to focus on Tanya and anyone directly connected with
Right,
her
like the
that shares,
girl.
like, screen time. But yeah, we don't even remember her name.
No, exactly.
So,
and Tanya,
yeah.
it's easy to remember her name because
It's the name of
it's the name of the show.
Yeah. I really do feel like, though, that the character of Tanya is meant to evoke questions.
Right. They kept things mysterious.
Yeah, because it's just we just have to accept what we're seeing.
Yeah.
But what I like is that
As
I don't
bizarre
feel like
as what we're seeing is.
right. I don't feel like all of our questions will go unanswered. I feel like that's why I have to emphasize over
Okay.
and over again that we will get context to her character because we got
Sure.
context to the conflict.
So
That's
that's true.
The
That's true.
national
Yep.
level
Mhm.
conflict, and then they're gonna start zeroing
Okay.
in more.
What I'm curious about, because
What are you
I don't know,
curious
and don't tell us, but
Well, we're
what,
not in the comments.
no, I
anymore,
know.
so-
But the idea is, will this be a show that is like the first 12 episodes and they're hoping to get a second season, or is
Oh.
it something that's going to be resolved in those 12 episodes and that's it?
If it goes character focused, it'd be easier to resolve it. If they're focused on the grand conflict, they
Right.
might have been trying to get more.
Because like if they're going for something like Tanya rising through the ranks, I could see it taking a bit longer. Because and if she becomes whatever Fuhrer of Amestris in 12 episodes, they'll have to sell that. So I'm curious to see what they do with that.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think the main thing for me, I have just kind of thoughts and theories and questions going forward, is what kind of antagonist will there be for her? Because I like the idea of
Sure.
everything being against her, but I don't think this story will solely be about that. I
Right.
think that she will have the she'll kind of have the Lelouch thing where she'll be tactically like against an army, but she'll have an antagonist that is like her personal foe.
Exactly.
And I want to know who that is.
Right, because...
But I think they have to
yeah.
wait a while to introduce him or her. Like, probably...
Sure.
Probably like
around
4
episode 3
or 5
yeah.
episodes. Yeah.
Because what they did here with, you know, Tanya's taking out a whole ton of guys was very cool.
Yeah, it was
but
cool.
They can't keep doing that.
No. But we also don't know the pacing of this story.
That's
so
right.
So we could see a extremely fast-paced story that covers a whole lot of ground in 12 or 13 episodes, or however long this one is.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool. I like the fast-paced stuff that has like the tactical kind of warfare, because it's a contradiction. When you think about tactical strategy stuff, you think of like board meetings and like tables and staring at maps like they were with chess pieces. But instead, I could see it more being where she's like leading from the front, you know, as this battle mage flying through the sky with her sniper rifle. Well, not sniper rifle, just rifle. And with shooting mage spells at things.
Exactly.
And broadcasting to the enemy forces to surrender, or she'll destroy them, or what have you.
And if a mage as powerful as this exists for the Empire, then that means there's probably
at least 1 to 5 that
1 to 5 that exist for the other sides. And how are they going to do that? Like, is it going to end up being like some awesome battle between gods in the sky while the armies are down below, just, you know,
that'd be kind of cool,
watching and like clapping or, you know, cheering or whatever.
We'll see.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this was some good fun.
It was.
I'm tentative, but I'm still excited. Like, I'm not hyped yet, other than for the visuals and the fighting.
Exactly. Like,
but give it a couple more episodes, and they keep you know, evolving the depth of this, maybe some more, and that could be a good kind of short show.
Yes, I'm glad that they seem to really have like this idea of fun with what they're doing, even though it's very intense and, you know, Tanya's faces.
And it's in a context of war, just people dying everywhere.
Exactly. But because the thing is that if they were taking this like super seriously, like I could see them doing something like that, like early Fate type stuff, you know, kind of.
Well, this gives me a Fate vibe.
Oh, it totally gives me a Fate vibe, but
just less characters.
Right, less characters. But the main difference I see between something like this and something like Fate is that it's willing to have more like fun with it, you know, sort of that romp feel. Because
it's more colorful.
It's more colorful. It's more engaging. Like any studio that is, you know, going to have the name Nut as their brand. At the very least, probably doesn't take things too seriously.
Oh my gosh. Anyway, we had a lot of fun. If you want to watch the next episode right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access. You can also watch the full-length reaction version in the Discord. In the Patreon link in the description.
Right.
Blah, I can't speak. Also, you can get on the Discord. Chat with us about storytelling or what have you.
Do that.
But yeah, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.